Yes. Not long back from the fans forum, the FOTA event in the BAFTA Hall in Piccadilly. Pretty good. Pretty good fun. Um, yeah, on the panel it was Paul DeResta, Martin Whitmarsh, Tony Fernandez, Jock Clear, and Luca Cariali, all from Ferrari, McLaren, Force India, Mercedes, and Lotus respectively. And the event was run by James Allen. It was a pretty good event, about 130 odd people there, um, all talking about situations in the sport regarding the fans' enjoyment of the sport. Then, of course, there's the greenhouse situation. Then talk about the new teams as well as driver difficulty, new rules, etc. So it was a pretty positive day. Um, Quite exciting as well. You meet other fans of the sport, which, to be frankly honest, doesn't happen that often, and it's something you really have to um, to kind of go out of your way to find for the most part. Also met Jonathan Legard there as well. It was very nice. Spoke to him for a few minutes and seemed quite knowledgeable. Actually, talking about a series of accidents over the course of the weekend. Um, he does know his stuff. He is very knowledgeable and seems very passionate. Sometimes that doesn't always come across well on television. It happens sometimes, I'm afraid. Ted Kravitz was also there, sitting near the back with his feet up over someone's shoulders, which wouldn't surprise me. Um, Looking nice and tanned from where we were standing. How nice is that? One of the things we did appreciate, it was very friendly. Everyone was very approachable. Luca Cardiali was especially nice. He was, myself and another fan spoke to him for about 15 minutes. Just talking away about Raikkonen and Alonso and their differences as both the people and as drivers. And we spoke about Schumacher, and he seemed genuinely sad that Schumacher's now driving for another team, as if someone literally from a family had left. I thought that said an awful lot. Another thing that really came up was you couldn't really miss that it was sponsored by Santander, from all the little bits of advertising and whatnot everywhere. I got to ask a question as well, which is quite nice, about the new teams and how they're developing and how they're going for next year. And you can see again, so a little bit more branding just getting in there for you. There was billboards behind the stage, there was billboards in front of the stage, there was billboards outside, there was even a big screen with Santerre and big letters on it. How very nice. I wonder who was sponsored by. Who knows? Whitmarsh and Tony Fernandez designed a couple of third pile sheets, which is quite nice. Fernandez is lovely. We spoke to him for a few minutes. Just seemed very jolly. Could have been a comedian. Cracking jokes the whole way through, which was lovely. And then there's the merchandise. First things first is you get this kind of, when you're leaving, you get this red bag, this kind of Santander bag. I've got to be honest, I did not really want to be wandering around the centre of London with a giant red bag around me, but that's what you get when you go to a Santander sponsored event. A couple of other little goodies inside. What was this? This is a nice little trinket. It's a silver car. I wonder what thing it could be. And it's a little kind of monument for the 2010 Santander British Grand Prix, which is coming up next week. But if you open it up and you look closely, there it is. It's rather nice. Look very nice on someone's little desktop, but it's got grooved tires. I wonder who's not keeping up with the rules of the sport there. A bit shoddy. We also get caps. I have a huge problem with an awful lot of merchandise and big events, whether it be Formula 1, football or music. They tend to be quite shoddily made and very expensive. Well, this is rock hard. It could be made of concrete, and someone's imagined idea of what a head looks like. If I hit an alligator with this, the damn thing would die. I don't know anyone's head that looks like this. It's not a shape that I've ever seen anyone with, unless they had some sort of strange head injury. but you know, that's what you get. Lastly, though, it was just a good event. As I said at the beginning, it was nice to be in a situation where you could meet other fans of the sport and interact, and that's not something that happens very often in an up close and personal level. So, on that front, great. You will probably see FOTA, the question and answers thing, on various spots, and I believe James Allen will have videos up soon. But if it came along next year, I would go just to see if there's been any movement on any of the subjects. It'd be very interesting to see. Anyway, that's me done. Have fun.